You want a walk-in bathtub. You need a walk-in bathtub. But how do you know to protect yourself from a walk-in bathtub salesperson? Today, I'm going to tell you the 8 questions you need to answer before you make a purchase decision. Hi, I'm George Bentley with Bentley Baz Walk-In Therapy Tubs, and for nearly 20 years now, I've been helping seniors and boomers, their adult children, and caregivers figure out how to make our homes safe and more accommodating to us as we age. And walk-in bathtubs, I'm convinced, are an amazing technology that we need. But I'm telling you, things have not changed much over the last 20 years. It's still very much like aluminum siding sales out there. And as a consumer, if you don't know how to protect yourself, you're very highly at risk of getting taken advantage of. So I'm going to share with you today the 8 questions I think you need to know the answer to before you decide to buy a walk-in bathtub from anybody, okay? The first question you want to ask, and this is really important, when they're setting the appointment, or if unfortunately they actually get to your door before you get a chance to communicate with them, the first thing you want to ask them is, are you going to ask me to buy today? And if they say yes to that question, or they're probably hem and haw around it, you need to be very careful, because that means their job, they're like a mercenary. They're hired to go in and get the deal, get the close on that transaction. It's not about them being there to help you. One call close is what it's called. And that means, if it's necessary, high pressure. This is a very expensive investment. This is a very important decision to be making. And I would suggest that you never make a final decision on the very first call. You need to get information, and you need to be able to reflect on what's best for you. So if they tell you they're going to ask you to purchase that day, then don't talk to them, because 3 hours later, you're going to be shepherding them out the door. Here's another thing too. They may say, are all the decision makers going to be there? Are both you and your husband and wife going to be together, or anybody like that needs to be involved? This is a red flag, because what they're telling you is they don't want you to be able to think about it. They don't want you to have the back door going, well, I need to talk to my husband and he's not here, right? While he's sitting right there at the table, ask him. You don't want to be put in that situation. So question number 1, are you going to ask us to buy tonight? Number 2 is, can I get a detailed estimate? And by detailed estimate, I mean you need to know all the specifics of what equipment, what fixtures, how it's plumbed, what therapies are involved, how they're installed, all the details in a written proposal. I'm going to show you a few images here of what industry standard is these days, and there's very little information on these. You need to know what equipment, how it's installed, everything in detail. Don't you think? It's very, very expensive and can be risky not to do this. Number 3, ask them about their installers. Are they employees or are they independent contractors? Now I'm going to tell you, virtually every installer in this industry is an independent contractor. And if they start telling you that they're an employee, you should be very skeptical of that. The real issue is who's managing these installers and who's standing behind their workmanship, all right? What is their relationship to the company, and what is going to be that installer's relationship to you? All right, so if we're democratizing or breaking apart the process of purchasing a walk-in bathtub, I believe that you should have a direct relationship, if not even a contractual relationship, with whoever it is that's installing your appliance. The big name companies, national companies, are not going to let you do that. You want to know who's going to personally warranty and service their work. And I'm not saying 1099 subcontractors are a bad thing. I'm just saying it sets up a different issue, and you need to make sure that you can protect yourself in that situation. At Bentley Baz, we have very specific and detailed guidelines for every one of our installation crews that are certified to install for us. And you need to be able to know that they know exactly what they're doing, and somebody is doing quality control on their installation process. Number 4 would be, how long is it going to take you to do this project? It just blows me away. Even today, there are still companies out there that promote the idea that they're going to install your walk-in bathtub in as little as a day. Well, I'm going to ask you right now, how much work can you really do in a day, right? We should be remodeling a significant part of your bathroom, electrical, plumbing, tile work. It's not a one-day process if you're doing it properly. What that means is the shorter the period of time they tell you it's going to take to install, the less work they're doing. I mean, think about it. There is an installation process called a slide-in process, and this is where we just leave the wall material, we take the old tub out, we connect up fittings and hook up hoses and slide the tub in, and we're done, right? It's a way, it's possible, and maybe budget might justify doing that in rare cases, but we don't like to see that happen. You need a permanent install. Number 5, you need to know what materials they're using. Are they removing wall material? Are they reinstalling substrate in the surround? Are they keeping the old tile? Are they tying into existing plumbing? Are they going to replace the P-trap? And are they going to run a dedicated circuit for any electrical equipment? Just a little side note here. A lot of these companies put multiple systems, whether you need them or not, on their tub. And basically speaking, every one of those systems should have its own dedicated circuit. So right off the top, if they're trying to pack on water jets, air jets, aromatherapy, micro bubbles, whatever, you could need 2, 3, maybe even 4 dedicated circuits. So be very clear on exactly what work they're doing and what materials they're using. This is a big one to me, okay? Number 6, what are the credentials of this salesperson who is selling you a walk-in bathtub? Are they self-trained? I'm going to almost guarantee you, virtually every one of them has no specialized training. Their training is in sales techniques. Their training is in closing the deal. Their training is in getting as much money as they possibly can out of you. That is their job, to make profits for the company and for themselves. We believe it's more important that a salesperson have the knowledge and the skills. Are they CAP certified? Are they certified aging in place specialists? Are they a certified environmental access consultant? Do they understand all the nuances and variables that are necessary in order to recommend to you the perfect solution for you? There are over 35 different shells and configurations that we can recommend, and most of these national name brand companies have maybe 1 or 2. And this is what I call a one-size-fits-all approach. So when you ask that salesperson what their qualifications are, listen very closely and see if it instills confidence in you that they know how to guide you and recommend the very best for you. Which leads to number 7. How many shells and configurations and options do they have for you? Do they allow you to customize the solution to your needs? Are they going to help you to accomplish that? And if they cannot, in other words, if they go, well, we got 2 sizes, our tubs all come with everything on them, you don't have any choices, that tells you right there, you're getting a one-size-fits-all kind of a solution. And I'm going to suggest to you that you may or may not want all that, but you're going to pay for it whether you want it and you need it or not. And to me, that's something to be very, very careful of. Number 8, this is a big one to me. Can they give you references? I mean real, live human beings that you can talk to. You can give me a lifetime warranty. I just spoke to a person the other day that was talking to one of these big name brand companies, and she asked them about references and customer service after the sale. Oh, we have a lifetime warranty. We warranty everything. And she thought, well, it's a big name brand company, and maybe that's true, but I want references. I want to talk to satisfied customers, people that you've worked with, and that's where they balked. So she went online and started doing some research, and lo and behold, she found over 25 people had been complaining about the fact that they could not get customer service after the sale. So the idea that you've got a brand name you might recognize that's giving you some sort of an unlimited lifetime warranty on everything does not necessarily mean that they're going to follow through. The best way to find out is to talk to real customers. And if they won't let you talk to real customers, big red flag. big red flag. So we've developed things like our ambassador program, where we can help work with you and you can help us with future customers once we've made you happy. The idea is this should be a transparent process. If they balk at that, big red flag, big red flag. Okay, so there you go. Those are the big 8 questions I encourage you to ask every walk-in tub salesman that you might be dealing with. If you don't get the answers you're looking for, give us a call. We're here to help. Remember, I love questions.